Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are fine. I am Sir Bilal and I am going to teach you computer science. This is the last video lecture of data processing cycle. You have seen two video lectures earlier and I hope you people have understood it. If any one of you have any query, you may ask in the class. So let's proceed with the last video lecture of data processing cycle. Different forms of processed data. We now know that data is processed in steps. Different processing operations can be carried out on data. We need to know the purpose of processing before deciding how we want the data to be processed. In this video, we will study about different forms of processed data, as we know that different steps are required in data processing. Different operations are required to carry data, and we are also required to decide that how we want the data to be processed, because as you know, whatever instructions we will give to the computer, it will follow the same. Okay, so now we will study about different forms of processed data which are given in our notebook. There are three different types of processed data given in our notebook, which are sorted data, group data and calculations. We will study sorted data, group data and calculations in detail later in this video. Okay, now we are discussing about sorted data. Sorting means organizing data according to some predefined criteria. The criteria may differ according to preferences and the use of information. Sorting helps us find information easily. Sorting means basically to organize something. Multiple data could be provided in any form. So, to keep in an organized way, we sort it, and for this, there would be some criteria defined, and this criteria would define through the information. And sorting helps us in finding information easily and effectively. Okay, so this is an example of sorted data. As we can see, there is a random list given in the left column, which we have to sort it. And in the right column, it is the same list, but it is sorted with some criteria. And what criteria it is? It is arranged in alphabetical order. You can verify the list from top to bottom that it is arranged alphabetically, so that if there would be a big list, it can also be sorted through the same criteria. Okay, the second form of data is group data. Grouping means placing data items in separate groups so that all members of a group have something in common. Group data helps us to see how different items of data are related to each other. Okay, so what is grouping? It means that we make groups and place data types in it. So a question can raise in our mind that which data types can be placed together. So those data types which are common with each other are placed together in a same group. And it could be easily identified by placing them in their particular groups. We will see also examples. And how does a group data help us? It helps us to see how different items of data are related to each other. This is an example of group data. We are provided with some numbers which are not arranged in any sequence. So we place it under an ungrouped data. Now we have to make a group data for this. So we divide it into 5 groups: 1 to 20, 21 to 40, 41 to 60, 61 to 80 and 81 to 100. Now we have to check from ungrouped data that how many items are there in between the groups. Like there are 5 items in between 1 to 20. How? Let's see. 12, 9, 5, 20 and 16. There are 5 number of items present in between 1 to 20. There are 3 number of items present in between 21 to 40. There are 3 numbers of items which are present in between 41 to 60. There are 2 number of items which are in between 61 to 80, and there are also 2 number of items which are in between 81 to 100. So now they are arranged in group data, and also they are in a sequence. The last form in our book is calculation. As we all know that calculation occurs in numeric values, and we should also know that how we can be able to handle it through the computer. We can also generate electronic spreadsheets in the form of your results, and also can maintain the record of home expenses, or it can also be used in any store by maintaining the sale chart. Electronic calculators are used to perform complex calculation using a computer. Users can also create graphs and pie charts to display data. I have attached an example of a pie chart which is displaying a data. And computers are highly efficient at performing calculations, and their capabilities exceed those of human beings, and with no error. Computer, a data processing machine. From abacus to supercomputer, several machines have been created to process data faster and more accurately. The computer is one such data processing machine. There are 4 steps including input, processor, storage, and output, which we have already discussed earlier. What is a manual system? A manual system is a system which has to be worked manually. Let's take an example. A shopkeeper may record sales using a pen and a register. At the end of each day, he calculates the amount of stock remaining, and if the stocks fall below the certain limit, he certainly calls the supplier and order for the more stock. What is a computerized system? It is a system which is controlled by a computer. For example, at any large store, the computer can itself determine that the stock have fallen below a certain limit or not. If it falls below the certain limit, it automatically sends an email message to the supplier to send the more stock. What is an information technology? The use of manual and computerized devices and also methods for processing data is called information technology. Computers have also brought a great change in the field of information technology. So, this is the end of your video lecture and also the end of your chapter 1. We will discuss more in our class. Till then, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.